Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs and it is for Monday the 21st of April 2025. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to say 2024 then. Okay, let's get some cards out, see what's going on for everybody today. If you want any more from me, visit my website, BeHealing.com. That's B-E, healing.com. You can get readings, energy healings, breakthrough coaching sessions, all kinds of things. And there's a free course on there as well you can sign up for. Now we've got coming of age. Didn't we have this the other day? This is us getting more mature or taking a mature approach to something. I was going through some kind of transition as well in life. We've got passion as well. Yeah, I'm getting like some kind of a transition in life, dealing with something in a different way, a mature way, and it's like you've gone through a transition in life. Passion, perhaps you are passionate about something, I don't know. Optimism, passionate and optimistic, great place to be energetically. Let's get some cards out. What's going on? Tell us more about this. The first card out is the Ten of Wands. When the Ten of Wands comes out, there's something to be put down. It's the energy of spinning plates and adding on to our already overburdened workload kind of thing, to the point where we just have to stop something. Something has to go, you know, and it's not us. Like something has to fail, something has to be out, and it shouldn't be us. We need to be taking care of ourselves, right? The Hierophant, spiritual ascension kind of an energy. And we also have the Lovers as well. Spicy. Okay, let's get deeper into this. So the Ten of Wands, there's this too much on plate kind of an energy. Something needs to go. You shouldn't be the point of failure, you know. We need to take care of ourselves. So, okay, we've got the Magician and the Ten of Emotions here. So this is about manifesting your happily ever after. And the Five of Materials says that you can't really see the way. Okay, so you're manifesting your happily ever after, but you're trying to do too much for it, is what this is saying. So you're trying to control it, you're trying to manifest it, you're doing too much, you're trying to take the lead in that kind of way. Now, we are creative spirits, we do need to take the lead, but in a more of a receptive kind of a way, because this is saying you can't find the way. You don't need to find the way, you just need to go with the flow. We can't, you know, this energy of control and pushing things and making things happen and forcing things to happen, that is that paradigm that we've been in with this material world, material viewpoint, where the more we control and the more we push things and make it happen, then the more money we'll get or whatever. And we're shifting into this more spiritual paradigm now, where we can just go with the flow and things can happen in good timing, you know. It feels to me like those of us that are shifting into this spiritual first, intention first, and all of that kind of a way of living, it feels like law of attraction, trying to manifest it, is a halfway house. It's to transition us from the doing, I've got to make this happen, material point of view, and the spiritual. It feels to me like once we've got to a certain point in our spiritual journey, it's not about the manifestation anymore. That is to transition us from that doing stage. So this is more about put the burdens down. Stop burdening yourself. Stop trying to do too much for it. Stop trying to make it happen. Stop trying to be in control. Anger's behind that as well, because it could be really irritating you as well in not being able to do it, not being able to manifest it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so deburden yourself, do less, is what it's saying. Expect more from the universe, expect it to come to you. The Hierophant, and just go with the flow, I mean, not working really hard to expect it to come to you and focusing on it and all of that kind of manifestation stuff. Expect it to come to you. Just go, I'm worthy, I'm on my life path, I'm going with the flow, so good things are going to happen in good timing with me. Because we've got a Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is that ascension, spiritual ascension process. The Knight of Voices, interesting. So the Knight of Voices has you wanting to move forward on this spiritual ascension process, but it's the same energy of wanting to get stuff done and push it forward. There's lots of things in life, right, that it will move much better if we don't push And this Knight of Voices energy needs to be channeled more into your spiritual development. In other words, just be, stop and be and sit and get into that I am energy. Meaning, if you sit in meditation, just knowing that you are and feeling that. It feels like we're doing nothing, but we're not. We're getting in tune with the universe when we do that. Yeah, so this could be tricky energy, this Knight of Voices, because it's impatient, the Knight of Voices, wants to get something done right now. It's like, well, no, I need to get something done. I need to make something happen. I can't meditate. What's the point in that? I was doing nothing. You know, that it could be really irritating today, this energy. But put the spirit first. Put the spirit first. Remember, coming of age was the first card out. Taking a more mature approach. That was hard to get out then. Taking a more mature approach. What's behind that is stripping illusions. Okay. Can you see how this reading is about between worlds? It's about trying to tackle the material stuff the same way as you've been tackling them. Sorry. It's trying to tackle the spiritual stuff the same way as you've been tackling the material stuff. It's like, okay, well, let's take control of this then and make it happen then. You know, being that kind of type A personality. Oh, spiritual stuff, make it happen. Come on, guides, let's get it go, you know. And it's the guides are like, oh, that's not the way we work. Can you go out into a garden and do that? Okay, here we go, garden. Peace. You grow tomatoes, ripen up. No, the garden isn't going to, you know, respond to your instruction like that, and nor is the universe too. That is not the go with the flow. How does the garden work? Well, you just go out and you go, oh, the garden needs anything, it needs some water there, and then the weeds need pulling there, and you know, you do that, you just tend to it in the moment, what's needed in the moment, and then trust that it's going to come about. And it's the same thing, those same natural rhythms, the natural progression happens here. So let's not use that Knight of Voices energy to try and dictate. Lord knows there's enough of that going on in the world. Hey, the Lovers, the Sun. So the Lovers and happiness coming from here. Now, the Sun card to me is about the inner child being happy. We can be happy in any situation if we've got inner happiness. We can be miserable in any situation if we've got inner misery. If the inner child is happy, that means that we've done our work. We've done our inner work to heal ourselves. And that's when we can be happy in any situation. So, with regards to the Lovers, romantic relationships, can you be happy right now? Whether you're single, wanting a relationship, not single, not wanting a relationship, can you be happy where you are now? This change is afoot. So this reading seems to be saying we need to chill and take a step back, not a step forward, and trust more and just go with the flow and tend to the garden. Be optimistic, yes, but taking a mature approach, which is more of a spiritual approach here, and not doing as much. 10 of Wands. Okay, let's get some cards out now for the masculine and feminine energies. We could be talking about romantic relationships here, but that comes from the masculine and feminine energy balance within us, within ourselves. We can't hope to have a healthy relationship until we've got those balanced up within ourselves, right? So tell us about this. So this could be on a personal level, and it could be about romance as well. Knight of Pentacles, it's going slowly. Now, we can't manifest whatever we want whenever we want it, because the environment that we're in, the place we're in, the people we've got around us, the environment that we're in plays a part in that. So, Knight of Pentacles doesn't necessarily mean that you're going slowly. You might be getting ready just fine. But everyone else, especially when we're talking about romance as well, it takes two to tango. There's got to be that reciprocal energy. There's got to be someone else. Someone else is involved with it, so it's harder to manifest because their energy is fluctuating and they've got their Hierophant. They've got their spiritual path to walk too. We've got the Four of Wands energy here. When we're talking about relationships, that tends to be marriage and commitment and firm foundations. And then we've got the Moon, the unknown. Something is yet to be revealed. Let's get deeper into this. So the Knight of Pentacles, it's going slowly, too slow perhaps for your liking. Something's going slowly, feels external to me. The Devil, tempting. Awakening. The Devil and awakening. This is, I just saw a wound being poked here. There's a wound being poked in order to awaken to something, in order to realize something. This might not be you. This might be somebody else here. Temptation energies. The ego tempts us, right? The Devil card can come out as ego sometimes. So someone's being provoked here to see an ego part of themselves or a negative part of themselves in order to see it for what it is. And that's going slowly, apparently. Perception, to change the perception. So somebody has an off perception here, perhaps about romance or about the masculine or feminine. And yeah, universe is on it. Don't worry, it's poking that wound to have somebody awaken to that. Now, the Four of Wands. A message for someone here. If this is in a particular romantic relationship that you're in and you recognizing this, you're like, yeah, I can see that they've got an ego thing going on there and it's really making it hard to have a healthy relationship with them. And I can see that the universe is showing them that thing. You don't need to be the teacher of that as well. Take a step back. Remember this? Ten of Wands. Don't try and do as much. It's not yours to be done. Trust that they've got a higher self and they've got guides and it will be. It's the universe doing this. Now, I'm not saying just put up with anything. Of course, for yourself, you need to voice how things are affecting you, for sure. But do it for you. Don't do it to try and teach the other person. Yeah? That's not your role to teach them. It's your role to communicate yourself, how you're feeling, and so that you can release whatever circumstances are doing to your energy, so that you can release that more easily. So Four of Wands energy, this is marriage. We've got the Emperor as well, divine masculine energy. So firm foundations with the masculine energy. Firm foundations. First of all, we talk about firm foundations in ourselves, knowing ourselves, being happy and stable within ourselves, not needing that external validation from somebody else, wanting love and validation from somebody else, but not needing that in order to be happy. That's when we're ready for a healthy relationship, right? When we can do that. Now, then the Four of Wands, when we're talking about firm foundations, once we've got them within ourselves, then we can start setting up firm foundations in a relationship. And that's getting to know somebody slowly so you can get to know them properly, because generally everyone wears a mask when we first get to know each other, and it takes a while for that mask to slip. You know, for us to let go of that, to feel comfortable enough with another person to show them more of ourselves, let's put it that way. And so you need to do that, be revealing yourself more, and they need to be doing that too. So we take it slowly at the start of a relationship to build those firm foundations. Let them fall in love with you first before you start giving them the firm foundations for like marriage, because Four of Wands is a marriage card. Before you start being the wife or the husband and taking that role, even though they haven't put a ring on it or whatever. I'm not saying that there has to be a ceremony first. But things need to be earned. Levels of investment in relationships need to be earned by the other person. And so taking it slowly there. Take charge of that, past, present, and future. And so you might be looking back in the past at how you went into relationships before, perhaps going into relationships before you had the firm foundations in yourself, perhaps going in, having a firm foundation in yourself and then going into a relationship and taking it too fast and not creating those firm foundations in the relationship, just rushing into it and presuming that they're the right one for you. That would be not having firm foundations, right? So, or choosing someone that doesn't have the firm foundations in themselves as well, which is the same thing, I guess. You get to know them slowly, you'll get to see that. So the Moon, something is yet to be revealed. Big change, Empress. Ooh, big change, Empress. Something is yet to be revealed regarding your masculine, feminine. You've got the Emperor and the Empress here now. Masculine, feminine, balance, happy in yourself, healthy relationships with other people journey, or romantic journey. Something is yet to be revealed, and there's a big change coming, Empress. So why we need to do this spiritual work and take it easier as well. There's things we can't force, like I said. A lot of it's about the environment that we're in. We can manifest as much as we can with regards to the current environment conditions that we're in. You know, it needs to be available around us in order to manifest it. That's what I'm saying. But it's not lost if we try and manifest it before it's not available in the environment. We just have to wait for the environment to catch up. So do think beyond what's currently available, yes, but then don't beat yourself up for not being able to manifest it in this moment now. There's other things need to happen in order to make it happen. So what's behind that is duality and emotional release. So duality is this pull in two directions and emotional release there. So part of you, with me saying this, is big changes coming and they're yet to be revealed. Empress. That might make part of you happy. And it might make part of you cry. And so feel into that. What are the wounds there? Because remember, we've got wounds here being poked. And it's about perception. So there might be something within us as well to have a look at there too. Okay, let's get a card out and see how best to deal with these energies today. Came out very fast. How best to deal with these energies today? I've got the Fool. Having courage, and I'm getting having courage to do things differently. Road less traveled, path less traveled. Do things differently now. Like I said, this reading is explaining about us moving from a paradigm very much of materialism, like the whole world is a machine and we've got to do, to get into the spiritual. I think in the middle ground has been manifestation. But I think we're moving to the spiritual now. And so be a front runner, the Fool. Like, have the courage to do things differently than other people. Perhaps differently than what worked for you before. Is what worked for you recently in the last few years not working for you now? There's a reason for that. We don't go backwards. But we are expected to go forwards. So what used to work for you didn't work now. Then we need to flow with it, of what is being required of us now. And the Hierophant is here to say it's spiritual progression, not regression. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment as well. What did that bring up for you? Is this making sense to you with your life progression? Has there been things that used to work for you, like manifestations that just aren't working anymore? Let me know in the comments below. Let's be there for each other. Well, if you'd like more from me, visit my website, behealing.com. I'll pop a link for it up there and in the description box below. You can book yourself in for a reading, an energy healing, a breakthrough coaching session with me, or just sign up for my free class on the website when the window pops up. Well, have the best day ever, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.